And so at one point, it was a restaurant that I loved going to, but with this restaurant, it was a waitress there that had a horrible attitude. But the thing that kept me going back, the substance of the food was amazing. The way it was prepared, the way that it was just within its own nature was amazing. So I had to keep on going back. And over time, it was just like, man, I really do not feel like having to deal with that person. That person became somebody who just wanted to bring forth strife, that wanted to bring forth confusion, even when it was just something very simple and non-problematic. They wanted to make a problem. But I just felt like there was a pull to keep on going back, because it's like, no, what I need and what I want deep down is right here. As much as I can try and say my appetite is leading me somewhere else, that was where I needed to be. That was what I wanted. Eventually, that person got moved out of the way, if you know what I mean. They got fired. They got let go, or they just weren't there anymore based off of their own whatever will. I don't know. But either way, they weren't there anymore, and I was able to just be satisfied by the substance of what it is that they made. Now, with that same analogy, that's the way that we have to look at a lot of churches that we deal with nowadays. People are not going to be perfect. People will stand in the place of what that waitress was. A lot of people will be that person that will cause more strife and problematic things in your life, because there may be some things that they have not submitted. A lot of people are dealing with witchcraft within the church, whether they know it or not, because rebellion is under witchcraft. So if you're dealing in rebellion, then that's under witchcraft. So a lot of people are dealing and dabbling in those things, but what that does, that also means that when we are called to a certain place, when we know that the word of God and the substance of it is true, we need to focus on what it is that we are going there to get nourished with. There are going to be times where I can just make sure, you know what? I'm going to have to pray for you and avoid the section that you're in. I'm going to love you from a distance, and I'm going to pray for you through it. But I'm going to have to make sure I get in here and I get what it is that I need for the nourishment and the substance of my spirit. So that's what we have to keep focus of. There are a lot of people nowadays that are turning away from the church, and a lot of people trying to deconstruct the Bible and all these different things. I'm sorry that you went through an experience that was bad, but you might have also lacked discernment with the church that you might have chose, because there are some that are very cultish, but that does not mean that the faith is cultish. And then there are times too where we do have experiences with Christ, but sometimes y'all choose to walk away from it, not because of Christ, but because of the people, but you want to blame it on Christ. That's something that we have to keep in mind and make sure that we are walking in understanding with, because regardless of what that person did or what you feel they did to push you away from the faith, it was really your choice ultimately. And when you stand before God for your judgment, you will stand there alone, and you will stand side by side with the choices that you made within your life, as God will give you judgment on those things before you get your fate decided for the rest of eternity.